Good morning.
Hi,
My name's Anne. I'll be your counsellor today.
I'm Charlie.
Nice to meet you, Charlie. How are you?
Good, thank you.
You found a park okay?
Yeah, I did. There was a bit of traffic coming in, but it was fine.
Oh, that's great. That's good to hear. Before we get started, I have a little housekeeping to cover. A couple of forms I need you to fill out covering confidentiality. So if you don't mind, you can have a read through and I will explain to you what it's about. It covers the confidentiality clause where everything you say to me stays within these walls and is confidential, except for exceptional cases where where it may be subpoenaed by a court. My notes may be subpoenaed by a court, or if you were intending to harm someone or yourself, and also it covers for health and medical emergencies. So that where I'd have to tell people if you had a previous problem or condition. So is that okay? You understand those?
Yep.
Any questions?
No, that's good.
Terrific. Now just covers the legal side of things.
Sure.
But, okay. Now, you get to know a bit about you. Do you live locally?
Yeah, actually, I live about 5 minutes from here.
Terrific.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Good to hear. And one of the main things we're doing today is I'll be explaining to you in the beginning here what the counselling process is about.
Okay.
Have you been to a counsellor before?
No. I went to my GP because I was having trouble just doing regular stuff. And yeah, well, like they call it depressed. Like to me, when I think of depressed, it means you're gonna like off yourself. But just having trouble doing regular things and always sort of just feeling off. Anyway, so I went to my GP because they thought maybe like something was out of whack, like low iron or something like that. But yeah, he put me on a mental health plan, and as part of that, I'm supposed to come to therapy. So here I am.
Terrific. So pardon me. When you did the forms at reception, the intake form,
Yes.
did they explain to you about the fees?
Yes.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, under the mental health plan, I'm entitled to some sessions for free, and then I have to pay a part payment. And because I'm classified as low income, that I can, if I need to, they said that I can waive paying.
Yes.
At points if I can't afford to pay for a session or something like that. So that made me feel a lot better because I was wondering how I was going to pay so much money if I wanted to come back after the free sessions were complete. So that was a way to fund mine because I only work part time. So I get a lot.
Yes, yeah, and a lot of people are in the same boat. But I'm just glad that you made it here today.
Yeah,
that's really good. And like I said, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
The other things that I wanted to talk to you about was, like I said, about the confidentiality.
Sure.
Everything you say to me is within these walls. Unless I have to speak to my supervisor.
Right.
In such case, though, you'd remain anonymous. I would just refer to you as the client.
Okay.
I would not give personal details.
Right. Okay.
In that instance. Now, what do you expect to get out of a counselling session?
Honestly, I'm not really sure. I've never done anything like this before, and it's sort of very jarring to come and talk to a stranger about personal issues. So I don't really know what I'm supposed to get out of it, other than I suppose my goal in the long run is just to be able to function better, like to be able to do things like, normally. Just be able to get up out of bed and go to work without being like,
Yeah.
like, yeah, and just hoping to feel good.
Yes.
I don't remember the last time I felt like that.
Right. So you're saying that you said normal. You don't usually use the term normal because everyone's normal is different.
Yeah.
But you want to be able to function in a regular, like a pattern, a routine.
Yeah, just like not feel like everything is just so hard. It's like it feels like just even one tiny little step is hard. Like coming here today, it was a lot of effort for me to do this, because A, it's like I'm nervous as hell, and B, it's like, I just, it's so hard to do things, like just to get the effort to get in the car and come here and sit here and talk about all this. It's just feels stupid.
It's not stupid. And of course it's not stupid. And a lot of people often feel the same about coming to a counselling session. A lot of people think there may be a stigma involved.
I think that, there's kind of a family stigma there, like therapy is for cuckoo people, Therapy's not part of our family because we're fine.
So they'd consider it maybe a weakness.
Yes, definitely.
Right.
And so I haven't actually told anybody I'm doing this because I don't need the added pressure from the family being like, what are you doing that for? Why are you going to therapy? You don't need that, you're fine.
Of course. And it's up to you, whether you choose to divulge that to anybody. This is about you and your growth and development and taking, even though they may be small steps, baby steps even, but taking steps to go ahead rather than stay in this. Do you feel like you're in a
rut?
A rut.
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly.
Yeah. And I suppose another part of it, like coming here being so difficult, was because throughout my life it's kind of been like, therapy's not something we do. So it's always kind of like, well, therapy's a waste of money, they're not really helping you, you're just talking about shit and they're giving you advice, and it's just like, you could do that with mom or, grandma or whatever, but it's like, so the whole, I suppose, thing was there with my family and that, so I was always like, I don't need therapy, I'm fine. But it's gotten to the point now where I'm just like, I need something. I need somebody, because I don't have a lot of friends. I've got a few online and that sort of thing, but I don't have a lot of friends that I can sit with a coffee with and be like, I don't want to, so, I guess even though it was very hard for me, I'm trying to take this step to see how I feel about it, because I don't know if therapy will help me or whether it won't, but I'm here, so we'll see what happens.
Great. Well, you told me quite a bit about how you feel about therapy now, so I have an idea. Now, do you mind if I take notes through our sessions?
No problem.
No, terrific. Just now and again, just to jot things down so it stays in my mind, so I can do my case notes afterwards, and to be able to remember and put together all the points that we've covered. Yeah. And like I said, it's counselling is no quick fix. It's but it's also no band-aid solution. It's aimed at finding ways, and for me to help you see those ways that you can improve your life and to get on the right track, so to speak. And you sound like, from what I've seen of your basic report from your GP, you have a few issues that you need to cover, and maybe we can untangle those. Not try and look at it all as one big.
Each issue is its own thing, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
And to maybe unravel bits and pieces, and to be able to talk about each thing separately, and you'll find that hopefully you'll be able to see things in a different way, and to be able to cope a little better. Does that sound like a good thing to you?
Yeah, I would like to be able to, feel like moving forward instead of just sitting still.
Exactly, and that's what we aim to do through the sessions. And it's not, a lot of people say, like you said about the stigma, a lot of people say that counsellors, therapists, psychologists, all that are quacks, and
That's a term my dad uses frequently to describe a therapist.
and that's very common with a lot of people. But honestly, it has been so helpful for so many people over the years, and it is helping you. It is not telling you what to do. It is about helping you to find the right avenue for you and the right way to go, the right direction. And that's the main focus that we're going to be looking at, the main things. And I find with a lot of clients, especially young ones like yourself, that there's perhaps still a lot of confusion as to what direction you are heading. We're here to help with that. So as we continue with our sessions, you will see that as I get to know you too, I'll be able to help you unravel those pieces. Okay. So we'll move on, and we'll start talking about some of your deeper issues, if you like. Only what you want to talk about. There's no pressure.
Okay.